ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਧਨਾਸਰੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ। ਘਰ ਦੂਜਾ ਅਸ਼ਟਪਦੀਆਂ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ। ਗੁਰ ਸਾਗਰ ਰਤਨੀ ਭਰਪੂਰੇ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਸੰਤ ਚੁਗਹਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੂਰੇ। ਹਰ ਰਸ ਚੋਗ ਚੁਗਹਿ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਭਾਵੈ। ਸਰਵਰ ਮਹਿ ਹੰਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਨ ਪਤ ਪਾਵੈ। ਕਿਆ ਬਗ ਬਪੁੜਾ ਛਪੜੀ ਨਹਾਏ। ਕੀਚੜ ਡੂਬੈ ਮੈਲ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ ਰਹਾਉ। ਰਖ ਰਖ ਚਰਨ ਧਰੇ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ। ਦੁਬਦਾ ਛੋੜ ਭੇ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰੀ। ਮੁਕਤ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਹੱਥ ਰਸ ਚਾਖੇ। ਆਵਣ ਜਾਣ ਰਹੇ ਗੁਰ ਰਾਖੇ। ਸਰਵਰ ਹੰਸਾ ਛੋੜ ਨਾ ਜਾਏ। ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਭਗਤ ਕਰ ਸਹਿਜ ਸਮਾਏ। ਸਰਵਰ ਮੈਂ ਹੰਸ ਹੰਸ ਮਹਿ ਸਾਗਰ। ਅਕਥ ਕਥਾ ਗੁਰ ਬਚਨੀ ਆਦਰ। ਸੁਨ ਮੰਡਲ ਇੱਕ ਜੋਗੀ ਬੈਸੇ। ਨਾਰ ਨਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਕਹੋ ਕਉ ਕੈਸੇ। ਤ੍ਰਿਭਵਨ ਜੋਤ ਰਹੇ ਲਿਵਲਾਈ। ਸੋ ਨਰ ਨਾਥ ਸੱਚੇ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਆਨੰਦ ਮੂਲ ਅਨਾਥ ਆਧਾਰੀ। ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਭਗਤ ਸਹਿਜ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ। ਭਗਤ ਵਛਲ ਭੈ ਕਾਟਨ ਹਾਰੇ। ਹਉਮੈ ਮਾਰ ਮਿਲੇ ਪਗ ਧਾਰੇ। ਅਨੇਕ ਜਤਨ ਕਰ ਕਾਲ ਸੰਤਾਏ। ਮਰਨ ਲਿਖਾਏ ਮੰਡਲ ਮਹਿ ਆਏ। ਜਨਮ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਦੁਬਦਾ ਖੋਵੈ। ਆਪ ਨਾ ਚੀਨਸ ਭ੍ਰਮ ਭ੍ਰਮ ਰੋਵੈ। ਕਹਿਤੋ ਪੜਤੋ ਸੁਣਤੋ ਏਕ। ਧੀਰਜ ਧਰਮ ਧਰਣੀ ਧਰ ਟੇਕ। ਜਤ ਸਤ ਸੰਜਮ ਹਿਰਦੈ ਸਮਾਏ। ਚੌਥੇ ਪਦ ਕੋ ਜੇ ਮਨ ਪਤਿਆਏ। ਸਾਚੇ ਨਿਰਮਲ ਮੈਲ ਨਾ ਲਾਗੈ। ਗੁਰ ਕੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਭਰਮ ਭਉ ਭਾਗੈ। ਸੂਰਤ ਮੂਰਤ ਆਦਿ ਅਨੂਪ। ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾਚੈ ਸਾਚ ਸਰੂਪ। ਸੂਰਤ ਮੂਰਤ ਆਦਿ ਅਨੂਪ। ਨਾਨਕ ਜਾਚੈ ਸਾਚ ਸਰੂਪ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, today's Pavan Pitra Hukamnama Sahib from Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib is on Ang 685. It's blessed to us by Dhan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Paatshah, apne pehle Paatshahi, our first Guru Sahiban Guru Nanak Dev Ji Paatshah. It's in Tanasri Rag and it's in Ashtpadiyan, meaning Padiyan can be translated to feet, meaning that it's standing on 8 feet. Pav, it's in 8 parts. Ek onkar satgur prasad. Prasad, Sangatji, means grace, kirpa. Only with the grace of the Satguru, of the Guru of truth, can we have union and meet Ek, that one Parmeshwar that we have all come from, our origin. Whilst we are where? Whilst we are in Oang. Whilst we are living within this creation of Oang, whilst living in this illusionary Maya, And Sangat Ji, what is the nature of that one? That one is said to be Kar. Kar meaning still, stable, unchanging, constant. Sangat Ji, whilst living in the movement of this Maya, that there is birth, there is death, there is coming, and there is going. Whilst being in all of that, whilst there are ups and downs, whilst there is joy, pleasure, and there is sorrow, being amongst all of this, our mission here as human beings is through the Satguru reach that place of God, of stillness from inside, so that we can be with that one ik that we have all originated from. That was the Mangala Charan. So now the Shabad that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Patji has blessed us with. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Patji, in this Shabad, they talk about those that are manmukhs, that are centered around their own mind. Those that haven't given themselves to the Guru. From outside, they may look as if they are religious, but they're actually empty from inside. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Patji talks about them. Also, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Patji talk about who a true saint, who a true devotee to their Guru actually is. So let's listen. Gur Sagar Ratni Parpure. Guru Sahib Ji saying that the Guru, the one that blesses us, bestows us with wisdom to meet that one. They think that Guru is like what? Gur Sagar. They're saying the Guru is like an ocean filled with wisdom. Gur Sagar. And what is that ocean filled with? The ocean is filled with what is within that wisdom? Ratani Parpure. Parpure means it's overflowing with Ratani, with jewels. Sangatji, jewels, what jewels? Jewels meaning virtues. Those divine qualities. What virtues, Sangatji? Again, contemplating this. The truth is that somebody could memorize Gurbani, somebody could memorize Itihas, history, Gurbani, the Guru's word, history of the Gurus. Somebody could have all of that memorized. It could be sat in their memory. But Sangatji, Ratani, jewels are different. Jewels are is talking about that the Guru's word, or be the Guru's history about their lives, is deeper than just looking at the surface. It's filled with these beautiful qualities. Qualities being what? Being sat, truthful living, santokh, being contentment, not always feeling that urge inside of needing more of something, of constantly thinking that I need to get this, being content. Because the truth is, jete andar gun aage, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਕੁਝ ਕੰਠ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਾਂ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ. Because the most important part isn't how much we've got something memorized, but it's about the guna that we have inside of us, but the qualities, but the virtues that we hold inside of us. The virtue of dheeraj, patience, tolerance. If somebody's got these in their life, then they've taken the jewels from the Guru. They might not intellectually remember what the Guru's words are, they might not have them memorized, but if they've taken the jewel, the ratan, then they've got everything. Because Guru Sahib Ji says, Venagun kite bhagat na hoy. We cannot become a true devotee bhagat Venagun kite bhagat na hoy. You cannot actually immerse in devotion until you haven't got gun inside of you. Jide andar pyareo daya hi nahi hegi. Somebody that hasn't got compassion inside of them, kadi bhagati. Then what bhagati, what devotion? is somebody pretending to do? So Ratani Parpure, this is what is found in this Guru's ocean of wisdom through this Bani. Kande Amrit Sant. So here we read this. So very slight pause saying Amrit Sant Chugah. So a small pauses after Amrit and after Sant. So it's because Amrit and Chugah goes together. So it's Amrit Sant Chugah Nahi Dure. It's saying that who is a true saint, meaning not just any general saint here. It's talking about who is a true devotee of the Guru. A true devotee of the Guru is that one that Amrit Chuge. That Chuge Sangji means that how because it's referring to the Sant in the next Pankti to be like a Hans. Sangji Hans is a swan. And we here, Pachi saying we've got to become like swans, and Chuge literally means to peck. To pick something out and then to eat it. Sangji Appa vi Aj Ithe Hans ban aaye. We're going to become these beautiful Hans, these beautiful swans. And what Appa ki chuganaya, what are we going to pick and eat? We're going to pick and eat at this Amrit. Sangji, the Amrit is within the Guru's word. The Amrit is the Gun. Apai to Gun leke jane. Sanj kirije gun hai keri. Pachi Singh, we're here to share virtues. Sanji kahi baar, khair wo Sangat Satguru Ji is going to cover that anyway. So Amrit Sant Chuga. So we've got to contemplate on this. Are we, whenever we read Gurbani, whenever we claim to be doing Sangat and we're sitting amongst other Gursikhs and speaking, Appa, are we actually consuming Amrit de? Because Amrit kiya, Daya ek Amrit hai. Compassion is Amrit, is nectar. Because compassion is sweet. Remember, nectar is that is said to be the sweetest thing that you could ever taste. So when we're sitting amongst other Gursikhs, remember those other Gursikhs can be our partners, our children, our parents, those that we actually live with. And when we actually sitting together, ਆਪਾਂ ਚੁਗਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ, ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਉਹ ਦਇਆ ਹੋਰ ਪੈਦਾ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਆ through that conversation. If we're having a conversation, ਆਪਣੇ ਮਨ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਭਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ. Are our minds being filled with more love? Are our minds being filled with living truthfully and being content in life? Sangiji, if they are, if that's what's being filled inside us, fir samjh lo, aapa uthe beh ke amrit pita. Fir aapa utho amrit chugya. Sangiji, aapa oho je sant banna hai. We're here to become those swans. Amrit Sant chug hai, nahi dure. Sangat ji kende ne jehde sant hai na, those that have truly devoted themselves to the Guru, kende o kadi dur nahi hunde Guru to. Kende they are never far from the Guru. They're never at a distance from the Guru. Eda bhav ki hoya pyareo? Eda matlab eh hoya कि वो जिंदगी दे विच जिथे मर्जी होण, in life they could be anywhere, in whatever situation, कि पता नहीं हुंदा जिंदगी दे विच की कुछ हुंदा आ. ਜਦੋਂ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਪੱਖੋਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਦੁੱਖ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਇਆ, then it doesn't matter that even if in their life they experience death in a family, but ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਕਦੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ ਦੂਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ. They never go far from their Guru because their Guru speaks to them at that time as well. Whether they remember the Panktiyan or not, they remember the wisdom of the Guru. But Sangat Ji, that sometimes remembering the actual Pankti can be very beneficial for us. So at that time, Guru will remind us. They're never far from the Guru. They'll say, Avan Jan, ek khel banaya. They'll know, oh, actually, this is just a game that Vaheguru has made of coming and going. Agyakari kini maya. this Maya, the way it works, it's Agyakari. It takes orders of Waheguru. It cannot do even a little spot, even a little ayat is worth outside of what Waheguru has instructed this Maya to do. So in that, the way the laws are, somebody comes and somebody goes. The truth is, jada aya unne jana ta hega hai. Sangat ji, when somebody gives birth to someone, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਆ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਂ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਨਮ ਦੇ ਰਹੀ ਆ, ਜੇ ਇਹਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੌਤ ਵੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਆ. That I am bringing death with this child, because in this Hukamnama, Sahib Sache Paatshah will tell us that maran likhaye, mandal meh aaye. Nobody comes into this mandal. Nobody comes into this play of this world without bringing death with them. Koi aunda maut to bagair janmang ta maranam. Paatshah ji kehne jithe janam hai uthe maran hai. Khair, that's not my visha, that's not my topic. But just giving you an example that a devotee of the Guru is that no matter what situation of life that they are in, they will always be carrying the Guru's wisdom with them. If it's actually somebody that is testing their patience, if somebody is, like we say, oh, they're being really, they're so irritating. But Sangat ji, let's switch that around. We can say that's their karam. That's what they are carrying with them. Whatever they have experienced in life has brought them to this point in their life for where they are now. So Sangat ji, and then are we able to, at that point, can we still keep the Guru with us? How do we keep the Guru with us at that time? What do we read in the morning? Jat pahara tiraj sunyar. Utthe appa kehna hai, haan, this person this I'm going to take it as a challenge now. And I'm not going to judge them because they have come to that point of their life due to their karma that has built up. So I'm not judging them. But instead, what am I going to do? I'm going to see how good of a goldsmith can I become at this point. Nahi dure. Kadi oh apne Guru to dur nahi hunde. Guru Sahib ji kehne tu sanyare bano. Sanyare kehne banna ho. How do we become a goldsmith? Sache Paatshah ji kehne lage kehne jat pahara tiraj sunyar. Kehne tu sanyara banna ta eho jiha ban. Kehne ek sanyare vich kehne ek bahut ਵੱਡ ਮੁੱਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਣ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ. ਉਹ ਗੁਣ ਕੀ ਆ ਸੁਨਿਆਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ? ਉਹ ਗੁਣ ਹੈਗਾ ਧੀਰਜ. ਜਦੋਂ ਸੁਨਿਆਰੇ ਨੇ ਗਹਿਣਾ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧੀਰਜ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੀ ਪਵੇਗਾ. ਜੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਹਿਨਸ਼ੀਲਤਾ ਧੀਰਜ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਗਹਿਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣ ਸਕਦਾ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ. ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, to become a goldsmith, it takes somebody to have patience, to create and make some beautiful jewelry and ornament, because it takes patience and time. So for us to build ourselves, we need to build patience. And Sangaji, whenever, instead of next time, Sangaji, take something away from the Guru's wisdom. Next time, before you act out of your programmed subconscious mind of when somebody is being a certain way and you react and say, oh, you're so irritating. Oh, instead of reacting from your subconscious mind in autopilot, that's called reaction. Instead, react what we call consciously from the Guru's wisdom and say, oh wow, this is my opportunity to become a goldsmith. Haan, hone a mera sama sanyara banan vaste. And let's now get rid of the old language of you are so irritating, and now let's bring in the Guru's wisdom and saying, Tiraj, mere vich kinna ka tiraj hai? How much patience have I got inside of myself? Because the more you help me now to build this patience is going to take me a long way in life. Never mind in life, this patience can take me to Waheguru. Sangat ji, har ras chog, chog hai prabh bhav hai, har ras chog. Sangat ji, those devotees of Guru are those that actually experience har ras, the juice of Vaheguru Ji's love. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ ਉਸ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਦਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਮਾਣਦੇ ਨੇ. They are all constantly always in love from inside. They're not in love with someone. They're not in love for a reason at a period of the time. They're just in love from inside. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਰ ਰਸ ਚੋਗ ਚੁਗ ਹੈ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਭਾਵ ਹੈ. And that happens with Vaheguru Ji's will. Sarvar mein hans pran pat pava. Sarvar Sangat Ji, Sarvar means the pool. And they said that Sarvar meh hans. Hans is the swan. What pool does the hans go to? The pool that the hans goes to is Sarvar, is Satsang. Sarvar is in the company of saints, of great devotees. Sarvar mein hans, hans always goes to those places amongst those that are either yearning for Vaheguru or have met Vaheguru. Pran pat pave, and when we're amongst them, then ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰਾਣਾ ਦੇ ਪਤੀ ਨੂੰ. ਪ੍ਰਾਣਾ ਦਾ ਪਤੀ ਕੌਣ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ? ਇੱਕ ਸਾਡੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਣ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰਾਣਾ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਚਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਵੀ ਆ. ਪ੍ਰਾਣ means breath. If we translate this literally, this means the husband of our breath. But it's actually saying there's somebody that is behind the breath, that gives the breath ability to even move around the lungs in our body. Who is that? That is Vaheguru. When we're amongst those that yearn for God, they said we meet God as well, the one that is actually in control of our breath. Kya bag bapura chapdi nae. Pachaji now is talking about the opposite. Those that may come to the Guru, but actually from inside are empty. So they might come physically, but actually they're not carrying the Guru with them. Kya bag bapura? Bag Sangat Ji means a crane. A crane is also white in color. So from outside, it's very different. It's difficult to distinguish the difference between a swan and a crane. Where do they bathe? They bathe in a chapdi. Chapdi means in muddy water, meaning they always go into kusangat. They go and sit amongst those people that are constantly slandering and gossiping and bringing and talking down of other people. That's what they do. So be aware of them. Be aware that you yourself is not that crane. You're wearing the right clothes. You've got your kakar on. You got your panj kakar. You even may be wearing a chola. Whatever it is, you may be looking religious, Sangat Ji, but what are you? Kya bag bapad? Kiya tu? Bhav tu tochya, tu kuj nahi ka. They said you're nothing, you are empty. If you're bathing in a chapdi, if you're going and sitting amongst those where you're going to be slandering and gossiping, kichad dubba, you're going to drown in that kichad, in that mud. Kichad dubba mal na jaye. Jinna marji yatan kar lo. When we're going to sit amongst people like that, your filth accumulated from your past karma is not going to be washed away like that. Rahau, bisram lake, isnu tusi vicharan karo. Contemplate on this, Maharaj is saying. Rakh rakh charan tare vichari Sangat Ji. The last time this Hukamnama Sahib came, which is probably about a month ago, this one pangati, even though I had heard this shabad so many times, but this one pangati struck me so much. This so powerful. And Sangat Ji, you know when the Sache Pachaji say to us, kende ke mate vich ratan jawahar manik je ek gur ki sikh suni. They said even if you take one teaching of the Guru, your mind could be filled with jewels, like all of those qualities we said in the beginning. And I feel this one pangati is so powerful that can change our life. ਪਾਤ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਰੱਖ ਰੱਖ ਚਰਨ ਧਰੇ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ। ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ what does that mean? ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਕਹਾਵਤ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਦਮ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਆ। ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਨਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੋਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਨਾਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਆ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਪੈਰ ਧਰਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਧਰਦਾ ਆ। ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ so on the outside the example is this: when you're teaching somebody to walk, a baby to walk, and you teach that child and you'll saying ਬੱਚੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਨਾਲ ਪੈਰ ਰੱਖੀ, ਦੇਖੀ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਰਨਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਤੁਰਨਾ, ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਾ ਪਈ ਹੋਵੇ, ਤੂੰ ਕਿਤੇ ਖਿਸਕ ਨਾ ਜਾਵੇ, ਤੂੰ ਕਿਤੇ ਡਿੱਗ ਨਾ ਜਾਵੇ। We say to a child, be careful where you place your feet, there might be something there on the floor and you might fall. Sangat ji, but this isn't about here physically where we place our feet. In that sense, this is talking about rak rak charan tare vichare. It's talking about breaking out of our negative habits from autopilot. Somebody says something to us in a certain way and we react without even a thought. We react and we bite back at them. How do we react at somebody? Sangat ji Papat is saying kende rak rak charan, kende khyaal naal kidda bolna hai, what are you going to say? Kende don't react out of that subconscious mind. Kende now every breath of your life now respond consciously to each situation. Where are you placing your feet? Where are you going? Think now, what's your everything with intent, not from autopilot. I'm going to go here and sit here, and you're doing it carefully. You're being reflective of how is this going to benefit me. And now when I respond to somebody, do I need to respond with bitterness in the way my mind has programmed me all these years? Or am I going to be careful now? Or am I going to now, I'm going to be from my conscious mind of my Guru's wisdom. My Guru says to me, Mitha bole, nib challe. Koi nahi, je oh ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੌੜਾ ਬੋਲ ਵੀ ਗਏ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਭਰਨਾ ਛੱਡੋ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ you respond with reflection. Be careful with each word I speak. Think first, do I need to say this? Is this going to bring somebody down? Am I speaking this out of arrogance? Ek pair darke, bahut khayal naal. Sangat ji, if we start living like that, with everything, when we're listening to someone, and then we're listening carefully, do I need to hear this? Is this going to be destructive for my mind? Then I'm being very careful in saying, okay, actually no, this is going to damage me. So I can say no, thank you. Because I'm acting now, I'm being very conscious. I'm not blindly living anymore. Sangat ji, ek aap pangti ji kite aapa yaad karke rakh liya, rakh rakh charan tare vichari. Every time we are going to place our words, our feet, our hands, then they enter the avastha of Saj, of being in complete stillness from inside. Bhagat Vachal pa katan hare, Bhagat Vachal. That Vaheguru Ji is the lover of bhakti, of devotion, and they cut away what? Cut away our fears. Kende home maar mile pagtare, kende home maar. Kende we're only able to place our feet on that path of God when we destroy our ego. Anek jatan tarkal santae, anek jatan. No matter, there's those people in this world, no matter how many efforts they make, but the fear of death still continues to torment them. But the truth is, when we come into this world, we come with our death written for us, meaning that we all will die if there is birth. We come into this world with our death written, meaning that saying that the whole concept of birth is that you will die as well. They're not separate. They both work together. Kande janam padarth dubda khova Sangaji Janam Padarth Dubada Khove. And then saying that what does it mean to actually realize the essence of life is when Dubada, when all the doubts of duality, they actually diminish. Those that do not have self-realization, that do not realize themselves and have that self-recognition, they wander around and cry, meaning they'll never be at peace inside. Kahto, padto, sunato, ek. But now, Pachi is talking about those gurmukhs, those devotees. They're saying kahto, whenever somebody speaks, padto, whatever somebody reads, sunato, whatever somebody listens, ek, they can actually recognize the one behind all of that. They are filled with tiraj, with patience. Taram, righteousness, tarani, tarteka, and they have put all their support. Their support for them is Vahiguruji. Jata Sata Sanjam Hriday Samai. What is there enshrined inside of their Hriday? Hriday means heart, Samai. Is Jata, is self-discipline. Sat is always living in truth. Chauthe Padko Jayman Patiyae. When is this mind completely satisfied? Is when we reach Chautha Pad. Chautha Pad Sangatji is the fourth state, what is also referred to in Vedanta as Turiya. Turiya is when we realize our true self, and then we can see the three modes of Maya, and that we are separate to that. We become that true witness. Kende sache nirmal mal na laga. Kende Sangatji. When we immerse ourselves with that Vahiguruji that is pure and immaculate, mal na laga. Then no filth can come and consume us. Meaning that we don't then do any form of negative actions. When we actually give ourselves, through giving ourselves to the Guru's word, all our doubts will run away from us. Surat Murat Ad Anup, that Vahiguruji's Surat, that Vahiguruji's form, is what has been there all the way from the beginning, Anup, and is incomparable. Nanak Jache Sach Swarup, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Pach Ji here. The Kakta's got an anchor underneath it, so bringing themselves into this. So it's not that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying, it's that Guru Nanak Dev Ji Pach Ji, they are now Jache. They are begging and doing an ardas themselves. They are saying Nanak Jache Sach Swarup, can they bless me with, I'm begging you that I can immerse into that Sach Swarup, the form of the truth, which is Vahiguruji. So Sangatji, the takeaway for me from this Hukamnama Sahib today, and it could be different for others, but I always like to share something for myself that could help others too, is that Rakh Rakh Charan Tare Vichari. That every moment live consciously with our Guru's wisdom at heart. Man Niva Mat Uchi. Sangaji, our mind that takes us far away from the Guru, put that away and bring in the Guru's wisdom forward. So, Sangat Ji, itni ag benti hai Pravan. May Satguru Ji bless us that each word that we speak consciously. Anything we listen to consciously. Wherever we place our feet, we place consciously. Whatever we touch with these hands, we touch consciously. And our whole life is filled with the Guru's wisdom and the Guru's jewels of Sat, Santokh, Daya, Dharam is truthful living, contentment, compassion, righteousness, forgiveness, love. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.